my brothers and sisters. Hello, my brothers and sisters. This is Brother West. First of all, I want to say happy Valentine Day to all those Valentiners this Monday. I want to say happy Valentine. And I want to get to the message. And the title of the message is Keep Everybody Out Your House. Keep everyone out your house. And I say this because I'm a preference from Scripture, 2 Kings, I think it is the maybe the 19th chapter, but it's going to be in 2 Kings, and it talks about Hezekiah. He was the king of Israel, and Hezekiah, he decided, because all of the wealth and all that God had blessed him with, he decided to invite strangers, to invite the Babylonians into his house to see all this wealth and show him everything. Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. And because he did this, God came to him, sent a prophet, and told him to set his house in order, because basically he was going to die. Also in Scripture, Matthew's 12th chapter, 29 says that an enemy cannot come into a good man's house lest he first bind the strong man. And then after he bind the strong man, then he's able to spoil his goods. And so I will say this right here. The problem, the reason why many of you are having problems and issues concerning your relationships, concerning what's going on in your house, is because you talk too much. That's the problem. You just talk too much. You tell everything. You tell your business. You tell your business when it's supposed to be between you and your spouse and God. But because you get on that phone and run your mouth, or whatever you do, you invite the enemy in your house. Like, for an example, me personally, I'm a very private person, especially when it comes to my home. My home is my castle, and I protect my home. Now, today is Valentine Day. And of course, I got my wife some gifts. And I went by a job for a second, and someone saw the gifts that I had, and they wanted to know, did I want to bring them inside? I said, no, this for home. This is for home. And that's how I do things. That's how I protect my house, because when you invite people and let people know you're doing this and doing that, now ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just the principle of it. You know, what I do for her is not, I ain't doing stuff for her to show everybody. Oh, look what I got from my wife. Look what I got from my woman. No, what I do is from my heart, and what I do is for her. Not for nobody else, for her. The only one I got to please is her. I ain't got to please the world. I ain't got to please the people on the outside. All I got to do is please my wife. And so this is the focus that you must have. Your focus should be on home. The Scripture says that charity begins at home. A lot of times what people do, and it's an unfortunate thing, I say some people, their priorities are messed up. They prioritize and things outside the home that are not really important, and things that are important, they put it on the back burner. They wonder why that your house is messed up. It's about order. If your thinking is out of order, if your actions is out of order, if the seeds that you're planting are out of order, your response, the manifestation of whatever you're doing is going to be out of order. And this is the reason why many homes are out of order, because number one, there's no order. There's no order. God ain't running it. You running it. You doing what you want to do. Instead of swallowing your pride and taking it to God. And see the thing about it, when you tell somebody your business, when you tell somebody your business, you don't know, you're giving them power, because, and especially if you don't really know them, because now you're giving them power to go tell someone else. Then go tell someone else. And what if the person that they keep telling know the person that you're talking about? And you might not be talking about it, but you might be expressing your heart. But you can express your heart to anybody, not just anybody. Especially when it matters to the heart. The Scripture says, what God has put together, let no man separate. That nobody come in between. It's between you and God. And so, in closing, I will say, keep everything out of your house. You better keep everything out of your house. Because if not, the enemy is going to spoil your good. It's like when you invite somebody to your house who might be a klepto. They get in your house and they case in the house. They might steal a key. They might steal something. You know, they might wiretap your house. They can do anything. And see, and this is what the enemy will do. Because you can't trust a stranger. You can't trust a stranger with your house, with your heart. God has given you that responsibility. Look at Adam and Eve. Their job was to protect that tree, the tree of good and evil, the tree of knowledge of life, tree of knowledge of good and evil. Not to eat it, not to touch, but they did. And how did they do that? Because they allowed a serpent to get in their ears. And when that woman allowed the serpent to get in their ears, he came and he caused division, he caused confusion. And he wrecked the house because the enemy got in. And see, the enemy will always look for the weakest link. When it comes to marriage, when it comes to an agreement that God has sanctioned, the enemy will always look for and find that weakest link to get the one who's watching, who's strong, to become vulnerable. So don't be that weak link. Are you the weak link? God bless you. Love you. Have a good day.